Hi everyone! So today my mom is going to talk about her vegan journey slash plant-based journey and I'm also going to make a video talking about my vegan journey because it's a lot different even if we're together. So yeah, look out for that in a future video. So yeah, my mom is going to talk about her vegan journey now. Let's begin.
Hi everyone, it's Anne here. So today I'm going to talk about my plant-based slash vegan diet journey. It started out in 1991 when Aria was only 3 years old. It was back in Sweden when we were living in Sweden. So we tried before the vegan diet, we also tried vegetarian diets. Yeah, and when we were in the Philippines, we also tried a vegetarian diet, and now in Denmark, we have tried it since 2011. When we were in Sweden, it was really because other Swedes are so obsessed with health, and many were vegetarians, so that's why we tried it too. It's so normal in Sweden. You can buy so many fake meats back then, and soy products, tofu, and soy milk and like that. Now, when we were in the Philippines, it was also easy because, you know, there are many fruits and vegetables in the Philippines, and many are also lactose intolerant, and many recipes are coconut based. So it's not difficult to be a vegan or vegetarian in the Philippines, and you can also find many vegetarian and vegan options in restaurants, and there are also vegan, purely vegan restaurants in the Philippines. Now here in Denmark is another story. It's a lot more difficult because Danes have their diet is more meat based and dairy based, but you can still find some restaurants like Simple Raw in Copenhagen, and there's a new one, Swedish fast food restaurant, Astrid och Apuna, also in Copenhagen, in Nobro. And there are also, of course, there are Oriental stores with both with Filipino products, which is vegan, many products which is vegan. So when back in 2011 to 2013, I was really a strict vegan. Now Aria has been vegan since then, so it's me having a problem with being a vegan. So since 2014, I've had slip-ups. It's mostly junk food with animal products, and it's not a lot. It has been once or twice a month, and I have been analyzing or thinking back why I did it. It was mostly because when I was stressed. I'm quite sensitive, so when I'm stressed, I try to medicate it with solve it with junk food, as many people do. But I would never cook it, and it was almost like ready-made barbecue sticks or like that you can buy from 7-Eleven. And since we moved here, so we don't live with someone who is eating meat, it's easier to stay vegan when all in your household is vegan, so that helps me a lot. And the reason, in the first place, the reason why I became a vegan or a plant-based eater, it's because of health. Because I had back pains, as you have seen in my last video. I thought I had rheumatism, and I was searching in the internet how to relieve back pains, and it would always I would always find articles about vegan diet, and that's one reason, because of my back pain. But also, as I have shown you in my blood results before, that I've had pollen allergy. I have had that since Aria, so it's almost 20 years. So since we became vegans in 2011, I've had to reduce, and now I'm not using any medications for pollen allergies. So in the first year I only took pills, antihistamine pills, but before I had to take nose spray, and and for ears also. So, and then after 2 years I didn't take any, because I wasn't feeling the pollen or any allergies to grass or anything. So that's number 2 when it comes to health. And also, I had eczema. I've had eczema since I was 2 years old. So I was using a very potent or powerful creams, cortisone creams, but that would thin your skin. So I really wanted to find something to relieve that. And in the Philippines, there is sun. It helps with the eczema. So I really noticed the eczema to be more disturbing, or yeah, I really suffered from eczema in Sweden because it's so cold in Sweden. I mean, the sunlight, you don't see the sun that often. And yeah, so that's the third. And then when it comes to health, it's also because for weight loss. When I was living in the Philippines, I only weighed 60 kilos, or when I was a teenager, I only weighed 57 kilos. But then when we moved to Denmark, I weighed 60 kilos. We were meat eaters then. Yeah, back in 2009, I weighed 60 kilos. That's 132 pounds. And then it went up to 73 kilos or 160 pounds. And when we became vegans, it went down to 63 kilos or 138 pounds. And right now, because I had some slip-ups, it is now up to 68 kilos or 149 pounds. So when it comes to weight loss, I'm very sure that it's because I'm eating meat. Here in Denmark, it's much more rich than in the Philippines, because when we were in the Philippines, I only weighed 60 kilos, but that's because it's very warm in the Philippines, so I would sweat it out. And we ate also a lot of fruits and vegetables, I mean fresh, and it was more delicious, so I would eat more of that. And I would move around, and it's so hot, so then you sweat it out. But here in Denmark or in Sweden also, it's cold, so I don't, even if my work is quite physical, when I eat meat or animal products, then I really do go up, and my weight really goes up. So that's why. About the environment, I was also thinking of the environment, that I'm helping with the environment when I'm eating a vegan diet, and also with the ethical part with the animals. Of course, I know where animal products come from. I watched the film Earthlings, and also the documentary Forks Over Knives, so I know about factory farming, and I do feel ashamed and I'm embarrassed, because if you're unaware where your meat is coming from, then maybe it is excused. So there's no excuse. It's only because when I get stressed, then I am eating some products. It's mostly sandwich with some cheese. It's not always the barbecue sticks on 7-Eleven, and I know that it's only because of the stress or when I'm hungry and I don't have any food with me. I won't eat anything with cheese or some meat if I'm full or I have food with me. And I know that it's something else because it's not because when I eat the barbecue sticks, the first sticks, it would be so delicious, and then the second stick would, the barbecue stick would, I wouldn't feel good about it because it would lose the taste, and then I am reminded that it is a chicken, because I'm not hungry anymore, or I'm not stressed anymore. So my goal is really to become a strict vegan, like before, like since 2011 to 2013 I was a strict vegan. So I know that I can do it. I just have to be more prepared to have food with me, or not to feel stressed, because that's my downfall when I become stressed. Okay, so I hope it helps some other people who are struggling with a vegan diet, but for me it's the best diet. If only I could stick to it. So I hope it helps other people, because some vegans are saying that it's so easy staying vegan, and I do agree. If you're an ethical vegan and you're an animal lover, then it's easier. Maybe the easiest reason to stay vegan is if you're ethical vegan. But if you're like me, who is doing it for the health and maybe environment, then it's a bit more difficult, because, well, you know, sometimes you don't care about your health or when you are stressed. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.